Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. Good afternoon. I'm Styrofoam Ralph. This is Cups and the Gang live from the motherfucking hot box. This is the Friday lunch box. You know, I got the gang with me. One half of Sports Reports as ordered. 2-5. Mike Will representing live in the den. What's going on, my brother?
Hey man, just chilling in the sun. What I'm saying? Beautiful day. What I'm saying? My last episode before I get on this boat.
Oh, just got some crazy smoke in my eye. And my dog say he about to get on a boat. Speaking of
Yeah.
being on a boat, there's two people alone on a boat on an island as far as this MVP conversation goes, man. How many more conversations can we have surrounding this MVP debate? How many ways can we attack this conversation? And really, I guess the real question is which way is it leaning and how do we come to a definitive answer?
So I think first and foremost, the problem with any MVP conversation is when you have more than one person doing the talking,
Mm,
you have to kind of draw battle lines of what does MVP mean. Because to some people, MVP means like, hey, you're the best player in the league. To some people, it means best player on best team. Some people, it means doing more with less.
mm-hmm.
You know, some people, it means, like for somebody like SGA, hey, I thought you should have got it last year. So since you didn't get it this year, I want you to get it this year. And there's no real definitive. And the question that I always ask people is, does your MVP criteria change year to year?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Because each season is different. So the same reason that I gave you MVP last year doesn't mean that you necessarily win MVP this year because that means that everybody else just stayed stagnant.
for sure.
You know what I mean? So it's a conversation full of complexities, but I guess for time purposes, people just reduce it down to the lowest form they could come up with.
Yeah, because well, before we continue, I want to ask, do you think it would be regressive to put a real criteria out there for MVP?
I don't think there needs to be a criteria like across the board that everybody adheres to. I just think that as we converse with people, we just need to understand what we value. You know what I mean? Because like last year, right? Jason Tatum would have fit the best player, best team argument.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the way that the Celtics dominated the East is not different than how OKC is dominating the West this year. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And Jason Tatum didn't get it. He wasn't really a serious threat at the end of the season as far as the conversation around the award. So
Mm-hmm.
so then you kind of go to some degree, you're kind of like, so if we're using that logic and we want to be consistent, then is being first in the West enough to get SGA the award?
Mm. No, I definitely agree. But and at the same time, though, I mean, a race like this, I don't think we've had.
Right,
So,
right. This is probably the closest one I remember.
and we yeah. So it's like,
Well, I guess Jokic and Embiid was pretty close too, um, but I think people were definitely one side or the other.
mhm,
Whereas this one, like, it's kind of in the middle because it's like, well, they both deserve it.
yeah, and it was both an individual case. Like they like the season that SGA is having is unprecedented, especially as good as the Rock. I mean, I said the Rockets, especially as good as the Thunder are. But Nikola Jokic is having debatably the best individual season of any player ever, as
Right,
far as
right,
statistics. Sorry, as far as
right,
statistically, you know what I'm
right.
saying. So, I mean, to finish it off with an MVP and second in the West, just like you were saying, the West is already deep. They got the best player, best team type thing going on, and we still got this one guy who's leading in a lot of stats and second in the deep West. and Shea
Right.
is the Lex Luthor of all of that.
Right. Right.
So,
So
go ahead.
so like I said, I think it just depends on how you look at it because we've talked about it. Jokic, they're the number one efficiency offense when he's on the court. They fall to last when he's not.
Hmm.
With SGA, like I brought up earlier when we were talking offline, Chet missed half the season. Hartenstein has missed at least 20 games because he didn't even play the first month of the season.
Hmm.
And so they were really going out there with no center and they didn't skip a beat. You know what I mean? So like those things have to be factored into the equation. What I don't like is the lifetime achievement award part of it because people are like, hey, this is the third straight season that SGA has averaged 30 and shot 50%. That's beautiful and awesome.
It is.
But we ain't talking
That's
but
towards
we
his
but
legacy though. That doesn't make him MVP of
right. We're not
2024.
we're not
Yeah.
collectively talking about this season. We're just adding all these things to almost say he's been screwed out of the award if you feel that way. So let's give him the award now.
Nah. Because
You know what I
again,
mean? And I think
yeah.
that's where a lot of people are leaning. I think that's a part of it because, OKC is just like Boston last year, right? Like OKC is a very deep team. They
Hmm.
just don't necessarily have the name value that Boston had.
Hmm.
You know what I
Even
mean?
though
But
they
but
have
they're
three defensive player of the year candidates.
no, definitely. But when you think about those names, like you know what I mean? Like if you're thinking Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Drew Holiday,
They
Porzingis,
definitely got the
just use
names
it.
though. Lou
Yeah,
Dort.
that's what I'm saying. Like OKC is still kind of new to the scene because they're not in a big market. You know what I mean? They're a young team. So I think this season a lot of people are being exposed to Oklahoma City
Hmm.
that might not have been following Oklahoma City before. Like they know Shea's name,
Yeah,
but I don't know how many people were truly just sitting around watching Thunder games.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But that helps him because part of the conversation I was trying to get to when we were talking earlier is over the last month, we've been talking about the All Star game, how bad it was. Should they get rid of it? Jason
Hmm.
Tatum was talking about how he should be the face of the league. Shaq's talking about how he doesn't even watch certain teams. So,
Hmm.
so to some degree, from a narrative standpoint, you would feel that the league wants to give it to SGA because he's the new kid on the block. He's still young. So like to some degree, like you're trying to bring in new fans. Like, look at this MVP. Oh, I don't watch Oklahoma City. What's this guy about?
Yeah, I've and
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and I definitely feel that because I mean, and I still feel like how close did you feel like the race in 2014 was?
Let's see, 2014. That was Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, I think Braun was in there.
I think it was very close, but Braun is the type of player. He's like Jokic in a lot of ways. Like me and Residente were on the phone yesterday, and I kind of made the comment that Jokic is the new LeBron in a way because um, they just do what they do, and you're going to be successful with them on your roster.
This nigga
But,
was 32. Oh my god.
but, and I know this going to sound stupid when I say it, but just think about it for a second. Like, is playing that way the best method for your team to win a championship? Because,
Hmm.
like, with a guy like LeBron back then, you were going to get far in the playoffs just because he was LeBron.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you had to play the LeBron way. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? So when you ran into talent, people say, "Oh, he didn't have teammates and he didn't have this." And it's like I don't know what he had and what he didn't have, but he played a certain way. So and we see things now like Malik Beasley is in the conversation for most improved player.
Yeah.
After people wanted like D'Angelo Russell looks great in Brooklyn right now. You know what I mean? Like
I
so
agree.
so so with Jokic, are the Nuggets so bad, or is it just that he is the way that he is that
Okay.
we don't get to
Okay.
see
Okay.
everybody
Okay.
else's skill?
That we don't get to see. Okay. Okay. Well, I
And I don't.
still feel like
Yeah.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
no. I'm just gonna say I'm not trying to argue that these players are all stars or anything like that.
I feel
You
you.
know what I mean? But if he gets into foul trouble, like just going off of like continuity and what we like, besides Jamal Murray, who who can step up? Like who's been empowered to have to step up?
I definitely feel you. And as far as that goes, um, Coach Will, what's going on? Detroit Pistons are definitely on the rise.
Yes,
As
sir.
far as Jokic goes in that context, I mean, I would. It's hard to say that he. I don't know. As far as like not being able to like not letting other people get shine, because I mean, I think back to the Westbrook MVP season, and we was talking about, well, not even his season, but like the later years in the Thunder, and even with the Wizards, you know that he was passing the ball. You know that he was getting people involved because he averaged more than 10 assists in a season. But it's
Hmm.
like a lot of the other people you don't really look at as get like as bucket getters. Like when especially
Right.
like the people where he was with in OKC. I mean, shit, it was him and Steven Adams. I know he had Chris Paul and I was about to say Prince George, Paul George. But it's like who were the other guys that he was balling with? So I mean,
Right.
it's been the notorious thing that when people are decent with one team, they go fuck with LeBron and their numbers go down. I don't like. I'd have to look research that. Like I don't think it's like that with Jokic. If anything, Brody has had a resurgence. If anything, and when Brody went to play with LeBron, he definitely regressed for sure.
Right. Right. And that's the thing, like, that separates Jokic from LeBron in a certain way, is that I think part of it is the fact that he's a center. So, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? He's what's the spread, Coach Will? I ain't even looked at it yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they lost by 20 to Milwaukee last night, and Luca had 45 points. So you
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But no, I think that like with LeBron, there is some truth to that. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it's a style of play thing more than it is like a knock on LeBron. Like, I don't think it's just go play with LeBron and you're gonna suck. I don't think it's that simple. I just
Hmm.
think that back then LeBron played a certain style and it was more like I'm gonna kick out and shoot, and you're only like a 34% 3-point shooter, but you got to take this shot because that's what we do. So your numbers go down because it's not a LeBron thing. I would blame it on the coach because the coach has to establish this is our identity, this is the way that we play. So I wouldn't
Yeah,
blame LeBron for it, but it is what it is. Whereas with Jokic, like Jokic is the player that I think people say LeBron is because people tell me how LeBron is this fast pass first guy
Hmm.
and he averages 27 points for his career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
No,
can't
I
be
feel you.
pass first and average 27 points. You know what I mean? But you
but
know what I
Jokic
mean?
is but Jokic is the guy that you said we said LeBron is. Look, Jokic is averaging 30 points a game.
This year
But
he is,
also
but
to go
normally he
along
doesn't.
with
Like
10
the year he
assists.
won MVP over Embiid, he only averaged like 24 that year. You know what I'm saying? And like Jokic doesn't take a lot of shots. Like, LeBron,
What's Jokic's career average?
Cups, I have to look it up. I'm not near a computer right
It's
now, but
somewhere. It's got to be somewhere around between 25 and 26.
I don't know if it is. Like
Mm,
it might be borderline close to it, but
20
I
he's
wouldn't say it's
averaging
over that.
21, 10, and 7 assists. 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists for a career.
For a career. 21.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like like this scoring burst that he's having this year, this is a career year as far as his points.
Or
You know what I mean? And that's the point. Like whereas LeBron, like he like I've seen LeBron have stat lines where he's taking like 33 or 34 shots. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Jokic is taking 33 shots.
No, it's not
I
happening.
don't know how often LeBron shot over 30 shots in a game.
No,
That's
no,
not a
I'm not
common.
saying it happened. No, I'm not saying it happened often. Like it was like a every fourth game occurrence or something like that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I've seen it.
For sure.
Unc had the fire for you.
What do you say? Let's see. What was the 3-point shooting look like? Well, I mean, to be fair, the Cavs in the finals, one of those games, one of those years against the Warriors, they set the record for 3-point makes in a NBA Finals game or a playoff
Yeah, I was
game. I think
J.R.
it was.
Smith. That was
Yeah,
J.R. Smith, Dellavedova,
Shumpert probably.
jumper squad. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's the problem, and that's the thing where that's where I think we get it conflated sometimes, and we'll get back onto the subject, I promise. But that's kind of like where the narratives get messed up because people are like LeBron didn't have a lot of help, and if you look at comparatively to other great players, absolutely, there's an argument for that. You know what I'm saying? But I would also say it was bad management that put dudes on these teams that can't do the things that you need to do on a LeBron James team.
Super true. I'll be back.
You know what I mean? But back to the original conversation, Lethal. We were talking about the MVP conversation between SGA and Jokic, and
We still
you know,
on that conversation.
well, I mean, like, why not? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You want to talk about the draft for 6 days in a row? Like, like what's the difference?
Hold
You
on,
know
man.
what I'm saying?
Like the conversation.
You
The
know what I'm
draft
saying?
is actually around the corner.
Yeah, MVP is too. Like the playoffs literally start in like less than 3 weeks, probably. Or like something like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, but we were trying to have the conversation because I was telling Cups that it's hard to sometimes have MVP conversations because everybody views MVP as a different thing. You know what I mean? So like what you might look for, I don't look for, vice versa. So I don't think it's out of bounds to think that SGA is the MVP. I think that Jokic obviously has the statistical argument and he has the look at my team when I'm off the court argument. Say SGA has the I missed my both of my big men for 20 plus games this year, and we're in first place by double digits, and I'm averaging 33 points a game.
What matters more though?
It's up to you. I can't answer that. I can only say how I look at it. But you know what I'm saying? But that's the problem that I have with voting in the first place is that a lot of these people I think get caught up in groupthink and narratives because there's no way that like there's a hypothetically speaking, there's no way that there's an MVP race that has 100 votes and one player got like 86% of the votes. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody in that room thought that somebody else was MVP, but you
But
went with the group.
didn't the when the like the early odds for MVP before the season started, wasn't SGA on the top of the list?
He was probably at least top three. Yeah, like I'm sure he was, and Jokic was too.
So I
You
mean,
know,
it's
and,
more
and
like
that's but that's the problem within itself is that like when you watch an MVP race break down, it's usually somebody that was on that the media was honing in on during the offseason. Like, hey, this for like Embiid, like, oh, this is Embiid's year. He got shafted last year, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's the problem. So you can't have to get a new person into the conversation, they have to have a historic season. It's like a running back, right? Like to win MVP, you probably gotta break that Eric Dickerson record, which is an
I feel
unfair gauge to say this is what you need to do to win an award.
for sure. I mean, what would you want? How do you judge your MVP? Like, what's your MVP criteria?
So I admit I'm a little biased towards you did more with less. You know what I mean? Like I'm a little biased towards, hey, when we came into this season, y'all were picked sixth or whatever, and now you're second. I'm a
The
little biased to
expectations
that.
won't. The expectations won't what
Yeah.
it's supposed to be for y'all.
Yeah, that's my blind spot. You know what I mean? But generally speaking, I think it just changes year to year. Like so I don't come into the season and say, hey, if a player does this, this is my MVP. I just kind of look at the season as a whole and then I just compare the people that are in the conversation. You know what I mean? And then I justify however I feel by what I saw, or so that's why, like I said, to me, I thought SGA was MVP last year. You know what I mean? But what Jokic is doing this year, while I understand why SGA is in the conversation, and I might even say SGA is the MVP, like it's almost impossible to say Jokic is not the MVP. You know what I mean? Like, even though I think SGA is the MVP, it's hard to really believe that Jokic is not.
Because you know the truth.
You know what I'm saying? You know the real cuh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I wanted to bring up the most improved cups, because
Oh shit, my damn mic was off, bro. My bad.
oh, you were talking?
Yes, I was trying to say
Oh,
that.
my bad.
No, I was trying to say that. Goddamn, any other year, any other season that Shea Gilgeous Alexander puts up numbers like these, he would be front runner for MVP.
Yeah,
Any other season, but it's
yeah,
like Jokic just had, like I said when me and you was talking, like, bro, Joker is having a season that nobody in the history of the NBA has ever had, and
yeah,
he's second in the West.
Jokic just put together a 2K game, 30, 20, and 20.
Bro, he
yeah.
put
First
up a
time
triple
ever.
double in the first half, and then he put up another triple double in the second half.
So
That
it's
was a
Yeah,
couple
like
games ago, though.
yeah. That was last week against the Suns, and that's the thing, is that, like, when you're looking at it, that's another problem that I have, is that you probably have to have certain stats to be MVP. Like, you have to probably average a certain amount. Like, besides um,
besides
Steve
points, you got
Nash, yeah,
Yeah,
assists
besides
plus
Steve Nash,
points.
you
18
know what I'm
damn
saying?
points.
Yeah, because I've always said that I thought Chris Paul should have been MVP the year he went to OKC, or he should have been MVP when he took the Hornets, deep into the playoffs or whatever, and pushed the Lakers. You know what I mean? But, like, I always got the pushback of, yo, he ain't even averaging 20 points. And it's
Yeah,
and it's
how
like,
many
yeah,
games
but
was he
KC averaged like
averaging?
29 one year.
it's like, if you add up his points and then see that he averages 11 or 12 assists, he might be contributing more points overall than the person that's averaging 25 and only 2 assists.
Mhm.
What the fuck?
But yeah, but I don't like the most improved award, because I don't even know what the criteria for that is, because, like, Ja Morant won it a couple of years ago, and but it was like, huh? Like, what did he do that was different? And, like, this year, Cade Cunningham is in the conversation. So, like, and he's probably going to win it. But the problem is that, what did he improve from? Like like he ain't
He
doing
Detroit
was just
nothing.
won't.
having a better
Detroit won't.
season this year
Detroit.
than last year.
Detroit won't fight for no playoff spot last year with Kid when
Well,
Kid
he
was
was hurt.
ball.
You know what I'm
Now
saying? But
Now
he
he here.
improved. But
no,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but like, his numbers, like, so his points went up. But, like, his shooting percentages and everything else is the same. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's probably a player out there that averaged 6 points last year that's averaging 15 or something right now.
Should Austin
Like,
Reeves be a most improved player?
It's not bad.
I would have to look deeper into it, but I would say, like, somebody like Tyler Hero could be most improved.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
we play at the same caliber
Or Rich,
consistently his entire career.
or the rich out in Bosstown, Richard Pryor.
yeah,
Cause he
yeah, he could be most
Peyton Pritchard,
improved, because he was,
he's tough.
yeah, like, he could be most improved. You know what I
Or he
mean?
could just
But
be six
but I
man.
feel but I feel like Cade Cunningham, like, it's almost lazy to give him the most improved.
I can
Like,
see
just
where you're
like it
coming from
was
with
for
that.
John Morant. You know what I'm saying? Like, when John Morant won it, I was like, he should have been getting MVP votes that year, not most. Like, did y'all give him most improved because he couldn't win MVP?
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? And that's where I feel like I don't know what the criteria is, because it's just like, let me find a borderline star or dude that went high in the draft that wasn't really panning out or whatever, or, like, we had questions about him. So now let's give this person this award.
Yeah, I don't know if Tyler Hero could be a most improved player. Like I said, he's been consistent. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 17, 19 points his whole career. How much he
Like
averaged?
Evan Mobley could probably be in that conversation.
I'd take Evan Mobley.
You know what
I'd
I'm
take Evan
saying?
Mobley for
But
sure. He is definitely an MVP candidate. He can definitely get most improved player for sure.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, do you reach a point where you can't win most improved anymore? Like, so like if you're somebody like, say hypothetically, if you're somebody like Cat and you just have an off the rack season that you haven't had,
Gobert is a
you're probably not going to win most improved.
Don't
Gobert
mention
probably
Gobert for any end of the season awards.
I
Gobert about to be a Hall of Famer, bro. He about to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
mean, to some degree, you could argue that he should be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I look at him and see a Hall of Fame player, but you know what I mean? Like this is the basketball Hall of Fame, like we
Just
always
by the
talk
numbers,
about.
though.
And he's got 3 or 4 defensive player of the years.
Oh, speaking of which, Rudy Gobert is a tall player. I want to go back to these numbers. Did you see what I posted in the chat earlier this morning?
No, not I don't I've been kind of intermittent today.
It's all good. I want to read something for you. Okay. Trying to find the specific spot. I want to give you a little
You know,
background, but I don't want to.
is this about Rudy Gobert?
No.
Okay,
weak.
but that was just kind of random how you ran with that. I was like, I know. Cup say wake up shitting on Rudy Gobert this morning.
Oh no, hell
Already
no.
done.
He's never worth that much energy. Okay. So on the ever since the 60s, players shorter than the league average have been attempting more field goals than taller players. However, in 2021, there was an equalization of average height and weight. Average height and height weighted by field goal attempt. On the other hand, over the last couple of decades, players taller than league average proved to be more accurate shooters, which can be seen by weighting height by field goal percentage. Does that make sense? By weighting height by field goal percentage.
Yeah, I could. Okay, I'm following.
Today, the difference between height weighed by the field goal percentage and the average NBA height is the biggest in NBA history. NBA centers are the only players who still spend some time inside the three-point line. As a consequence, NBA centers have the highest field goal percentage that anyone ever had in the history of the league. Players
Uh-huh.
taller than 6'9", have constantly been increasing their shooting efficiency over the past 20 years. They are the only group that makes more than 50% of their field goal attempts. All other groups are below 45. So that's not the threes yet. For the first time in NBA history, players from one position have a true shooting percentage above 60, and that's NBA centers. And for the fifth season in a row, all positions are above 50%. 2019 through 2020, I'm getting to it. 2019 through 2020 season is the first season in NBA history where all height ranges, true shooting percentage averages above 50%. 7-footers are the first group at the 60% mark. As NBA big men started to take more and more three-pointers, height weighed by three-point attempt is the closest to average NBA height since the introduction of the three-point line. And while the whole league volumes up its three-point shooting, it's the NBA big men who face the most radical transformation. Over the last decade, power forwards and centers increased the number of three-point attempt by 167 and 323 respectively. The average 7-footer in the NBA attempts 85 threes in a season. This is a 231% increase over 10 years and 147 increase in 5 years only. It's the same story with the share of three-point shots in the total field goal attempts, indicating that taller players increasingly exchange twos for threes.
That was a mouthful.
They
You
I
know what
think
I'm
it goes
saying?
should.
back to what we were talking about though, like yesterday, right? So like, okay, let's say hypothetically, I'm playing against somebody like Porzingis. I probably outweigh him by 30 pounds. If I'm like closer to a center, like I guess whatever the centers or whatever, I probably outweigh him. You already know that he's going to drag you out and shoot threes or shoot jump shots over you. Okay, you can't do nothing about that. He's 7'3", so he's either going to make them or he's going to miss them. But on the other end, I could punish him and get him in foul trouble. Or and Lethal knows this. Like when we were younger, like they used to always say, like, yo, you don't want to play in the post because that shit will wear you down. So if I
You
got a
gotta be
dude
more
that's seven
physical
foot
when you on
three,
there,
yeah,
bro.
if I got a dude that's 7'3" that's trying to pull up for threes,
I'm gonna
I'm
beat
making
your
him
ass
work on
down
the
in the
other
post,
end.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
I'm
your
making
ass.
him work. That
Make
don't
your
mean
ass
I
get
gotta
to the
take hook
point where
shots.
like you shoot, you too tired to shoot that three, bro.
Yeah, it don't mean I gotta take hook shots. It doesn't mean I gotta try to score from the post per se. But I'm gonna put my body on you, a lot of time within that game. So when the fourth quarter comes, that three pointer you were knocking down 2 quarters ago might be a little short now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's the problem is that, like I was saying earlier or yesterday, everybody tried to beat the Warriors at the Warriors game, but didn't have Steph and Clay. You know what I mean? So like make them
That's
work
why they
on the
didn't
other
need.
end.
That's why they didn't really need KD. Like KD was the little sprinkles on the ice cream just for the show and the decorations and to make it, you know what I'm saying, have it get that sweet spot for real. But the ice cream is weird. So you can't have sprinkles without the ice cream.
Yeah.
And Cowboy Mike was saying that he wants to ask who was Joker playing against, but it says that NBA centers have the highest PER in the NBA for 7 seasons in a row. This has never happened over the last 60 years. It's also interesting that the point guards are averaging the highest PER ever.
Well, I think with Jokic, it's not necessarily a bad criticism if you just dig into the why. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Because Jokic is what, like 6'11", probably 280. You know what I
mhm,
mean? Some of these centers are probably 230 pounds. You
mhm.
know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? So like that's part of what makes Jokic so great is because he does still play some of that post ball and he's wearing people down like we were talking about. And like he had Anthony Davis, out here looking crazy, one of the best defenders in the league.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like if Anthony Davis weighs, and I'm just making up a number right now, if he weighs 260, it's probably because he's 6'11" more than
Right.
it is like he's big per se. Pause. You know what I mean? So I think that does speak to certain things. Now for the PER part, that speaks to the evolution of the game and how players have become, more skilled because these centers aren't hulking people. Because I mean, even like somebody like Patrick Ewing back in the day, like he probably weighs like 10 pounds more than what LeBron weighed at his peak weight. You know what I mean? So
I
so
got
so
you.
that does matter when Jokic is 280 and people might not be that. Like that does matter. But at the same time, like I always say, how come Jokic the only one doing it then?
He was
You know what I'm
seven
saying?
foot two
Because
fifty five. Ewing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. LeBron was like 260 or something, or like, you know what I mean? Like he
I
was
feel you.
270 at a point. You know what I mean? Like LeBron is basically Karl Malone with Russell Westbrook speed.
Damn.
That's
You know
crazy.
what I mean? And so that's how the game has evolved. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that the basketball is better. You know what I mean? But it's just that players back then weren't taught to do these things. Like they weren't,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So Jokic is probably the father of what we're going to see in the next 20 years.
Where centers can become the focal point, or not even the focal point, but just more facilitative or versatile.
Yeah, because think about it, right? Like you look at KD, and we always talk about how skilled KD is. You know what I'm saying? But that probably started with somebody like Kevin Garnett, though.
Hmm.
You
Like
know what I
Dwight
mean?
Howard is a center, was a center that for all what he did in the post, he was trying to add that jump shot though. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of just expanding his range. Blake Griffin was always trying to expand his jump shot. You know what I'm saying?
Detroit Blake, bro, if he came into the league like that, dog, and with the Clips, oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like the game has changed, so you're required to do more. Because like Cups was saying yesterday, like a lot of these dudes can't be, like they could shoot their ass off, but you can't be on the floor because you can't guard anybody.
Hmm.
So we see players today that are stuck on the bench, and we're like, yo, how come he ain't getting minutes? How come he ain't getting minutes? Because you know what I mean? Because like back in the, I think it was 20, when the year that the Cavs came back from 3-1, um, they did an interview with LeBron, like one of those little sideline things, and they were like, "Yo, what was your guys' strategy tonight?" And he was like, "Whoever Steph was guarding, go eat." You know what I'm saying? But Steph can stay on the floor because Steph does the things that Steph does.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But like a lesser player ain't going to stay on the floor because you ain't giving the output to match what they're doing to you.
Hmm.
And it's a lot more team defense now. Back then it was more like guard your man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's up to you to hold Michael Jordan to 23 points. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas like I always bring up the '08 finals when Boston beat the Lakers. Boston had like 6 or 7 different dudes that was tasked to guard Kobe at times.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So like yeah, like so basketball has gotten better in that way, but teams are just lacking a certain thing. And I brought it up yesterday, like 2-point shots are a higher percentage, you know what I mean? And you should take more of them because you have a more likelihood to make those shots than the threes. But if a team is shooting 48 threes, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, bro, if them Johnsons falling, dog, what else you gonna do?
Yeah, like, yeah.
You switch it up. You know what I'm saying? For you get these niggas in foul trouble. You know what I'm
And that's where and
saying?
that's where being physical comes in. Knock Steph on his ass.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Make these niggas, you know what I'm saying, cause fat personal fouls on their own self. You know what I'm saying? Cause some turnovers, like raise some havoc. Like niggas act like they don't know how to play physical defense in general. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
make Luca get a tech for bitching at the refs.
Damn.
you know what I mean? Niggas already cry about fouls as it is now. All right, get something to really cry about.
So, do you think that the Lakers would be a good matchup for OKC?
I do. I do. I
I
mean,
want to see that.
hold on.
I'm
I
sorry.
mean, let me reverse it. Let me reverse it so I make sure I'm saying the right thing. Yes, I think the Lakers
Okay.
match up well with Oklahoma City.
Okay.
I was trying to answer the question, but when I said it, I was like, did I say it right?
Yeah, nah, you did.
Yes, I think the Lakers match up well with OKC because the Lakers would probably have, like, if you go Shea, hypothetically, if you go Shea as the best player in the series, the
Mhm.
next two are both Lakers.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe the
So
next
you
three.
got
Who
OKC
better than Austin Reeves?
over Denver.
Is Jalen
Yeah,
Williams better
I
than
don't.
Austin Reeves?
Um, I say yes, but
Mm.
I think that Austin Reeves just has that it factor.
Hmm.
He would probably be more likely to have even though I think J Dub is better, Reeves
Mhm.
is the type of dude streaky enough to where he would be the one more likely to have a 30-point game.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I mean, Jalen Williams definitely a lockdown defender. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, I mean, we
But
can't take that
but
from
that's
him.
what
But
happened last year. That's what happened last year is that SGA showed up in the playoffs
mhm,
and they played good defense, but nobody else was scoring.
right.
That was what, and Nick Wright kind of made this point yesterday, which I thought was stupid only because we saw SGA in the playoffs last year. But he
Mhm.
said something to the effect of, my fear about Oklahoma City is that Shea goes from the best player in the league to the eighth best in the playoffs.
Wow.
So I understand what he was trying to say. I just don't think he had a reason to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be many series where Shea isn't the best player on the court unless he
Yeah,
playing Denver.
yeah, and like as far as Denver goes, um, there's a couple of
I
things
just
that I
want
don't.
yeah.
There's a
Go
couple of
ahead.
things that I don't trust. There's a couple of things I don't trust. I don't trust Michael Porter Jr. to be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Russell Westbrook over the last couple of years has not necessarily been the best playoff player, but the good news is that you're not relying on him to be your best or second best player.
Mm-hmm.
And Denver, I don't know if they give their bench enough to where if somebody did get in foul trouble or was having an off game, who do you turn to?
Yeah.
That's my problem with Denver.
For sure. Because I mean, it's definitely like you said, it's not gonna be MPJ. I mean, it might be Murray. That's who that it don't have no other option to be Murray. It's
Bro,
if it's
Yeah,
Brody
not
might
Joker, it
Brody
has to
might
be Murray.
Brody might step up in the
I would
playoffs,
love
bro.
to see that. I would love to
I
I
see
think
think
that.
he
Brody.
has the ability to, but I'm just skeptical on it because I mean I've seen him have teams with Paul George and Carmelo and still losing 5 games in the first round, and he's worse
So
now than he was then, like just because of age and whatnot. So like
yeah.
it's just kind of hard to see that play out that way. But here's something for you, Cups. So this year the Cleveland Cavaliers
Mm-hmm.
are only the sixth team in NBA history
Oh boy,
to have two separate 15-game win streaks in the same season.
that's tough.
The crazy part about that, out of the previous five, only two of them actually won the championship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just nuts.
You said only two of those teams won a championship.
Yeah.
Were they older teams?
One, yeah, they were both old, but like modern. They weren't like 70s or anything like that.
I know it won't Ben Wallace and them boys.
No, it
Was
wasn't
it
them. Was it who?
was it the Lakers?
It was the Lakers, Kobe and Shaq.
Was it
Their first title.
was it another East team or was it a West
It,
team
it was another West team.
What's the question?
that won the jump?
Um, they,
They
so they're
go
so
ahead.
so Cleveland. So the Cleveland Cavs this year are the sixth team in history to have two separate winning streaks of 15 games in the same season. But out of the previous five, only two of them have won the championship. Or, um, yeah, won the championship. And no, I
Mm.
lied, Cups. I lied, Cups. One is actually in the 70s.
Oh, what was in the 70s from the
Yeah.
West? Was it the Warriors?
So let me rephrase. It was a team that was in the West then that's not in the West now.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And Mike has this person in his one of the players in his top five all time,
Was it the
Oscar
Sixers
Robertson.
Oscar Robinson, the
or the Bucks?
1970-71 Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
Mm,
Word up.
Oscar Robinson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Those are the only two teams that have won the championship after having two separate 15-game winning streaks in a
let's see.
season. The most surprising thing was that the 73-9 Warriors aren't one of those teams.
Yeah.
Mm.
The
Wow.
72-10 Bulls obviously aren't one of those teams.
Yeah.
And the other surprising thing is Mike's not surprised by this, but one of the teams that did it but didn't win the championship was the
Is it Rockets?
96-97 Utah Jazz.
Jazz. Wow.
I was about to say, hell yeah. I was about to say, I knew it was gonna have to be a John Stockton team because them niggas was always good in the regular season.
Yeah. So that's just a crazy stat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
so
Extremely
that's
dope.
what.
That.
So I bring that up just to say, just because Cleveland's been dominant like this doesn't mean that it's probable that they're going to get through.
They're not the late
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, I like Cleveland. I think they've earned, the respect that they deserve. I thought they should have got more respect. That's how they've been playing so well. But the playoffs is about matchups and series. So
Uh-huh.
I just don't like the front line compared to the front line they had to face. I don't trust Jared Allen. I don't trust Mobley. They're both fragile. I think Mobley probably would. He may raise his game up a little bit, but I just don't trust Jared Allen, bro. Like I watched him this whole year. He been like this little nick injury's been getting him out of the game, like a little hamstring or like a finger, or it's like, bro, you gotta play through some of that shit, bro. Like he go to the locker room, he go for the whole game. You might not see him for two games. You're like, God damn, Jared, like, because the Wade has played a lot of the white Wade. He's played a lot of minutes for people. You know what I'm saying? And played for
Hey, that's the MVP candidate you talking about.
Yeah, man. So I mean, do y'all see Cleveland beating even Milwaukee in a 7-game series?
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
I do, just because I don't trust Milwaukee, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Y'all
Like
sleeping on Cleveland. I think niggas sleeping on Cleveland.
Because
I'm telling you, bro. Y'all are different in the playoffs too. You're gonna 50 on your ass
in the regular season series against them. I think we played them 4 times. We won 2, we lost 2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never tripping on a regular season loss, but
you know what I struggle with? I struggle with the fact that, and I don't want to use like last year to look at this year, but just I got to use the data that I have. You know what I mean? Last year they went 7 games with an Orlando team.
Is that you, Mike?
What's up?
It was an echo.
Hello.
Now. You good?
Okay.
You good?
Yeah. So what I struggle with is that they went 7 games with an Orlando team that couldn't score 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows you like they live by that, the jump shot a lot. They don't get any easy baskets. So
everybody lives by the jump shot a lot.
Not necessarily, because you got certain go-to guys who like Boston got Tatum. Tatum can get his own shot and go to the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Brown can get his own shot and go to the free throw line. I think a lot of times,
Edwards.
Yeah, they're locked into. I'm telling you, they're locked into jumpers. Like you might see Garland, split the defense and try to really like knife in there, but not nobody's on that team. I mean, other than a Spider, but
yeah,
I don't see Jared Allen getting no post touches and really trying to be effective. Mobley, I mean, every now and then he may get a post touch and do something. He's more of a lob guy to me. He's not really like a get him the ball, 10 times. He gonna try to, get in there and muck it up. I don't see it.
Yeah, Garland is going to give you a 6 for 19, and Mitchell is going to give you an 11 for 33, and you just got to hope it ain't the same game.
100%. I watched it a lot of times throughout their careers. So especially Garland.
Yeah.
Garland, when I don't trust at all. He'll fuck around have like 9 turnovers.
I mean, he might be a most improved player.
Yeah, he played well this year. I give him credit. He played well this year.
Hey, Mike, here's a question for you real quick. So Duke Carolina tonight, no Cooper Flag. What's happening?
You know what's happening. You already know.
I don't know what's happening. That's why I'm asking.
I got my Duke hat on as we speak. You already know annihilation.
Hey, did you? Let me ask you a different. So, are you taking Carolina to cover though?
No, I think it's gonna be a blowout.
I saw it at 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5 too low. No. They believe in the sauce.
So y'all think
they believe in the sauce? No, they covered last time at 13. They covered last at 13.5. Not even a 9.
No flag,
bro. We better than the team without Cooper Flag. Cooper holds the ball too long.
All right, so then last question:
And
Are they
Parker
going to
didn't
drop
get off
y'all?
last time. Bro, we gonna kick their ass, dog.
Are they going to drop y'all to a 2 seed?
I mean, I can't see why they would. If
I
you
don't.
want
I
MVP,
agree. No, I'm just saying in general, like just because if he can't play, like because they said it's a
oh, they
high
might.
ankle
Yeah,
sprain,
I can see
you
that.
know.
Yeah, but I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just get scared because when I hear high ankle, that sounds like that could be like a month or something.
yeah, true. It just depends on his pain level too. But he a
Yeah.
dog though. I think he's fought through injuries all year, so I think he needs this rest mentally and physically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So
know what I'm saying?
I think Knipple, I think my cousin Brown, Marquise Brown. I think who else? Proctor. I look at the
Isaiah
African dude to
Evans.
step up. Evans. You know what I'm saying? I love we got guys, dog. The kid from
And they
Iowa that
said
transferred.
the African dude might go top 8 in the draft.
Bro, I ain't seen it all season.
You said, I ain't seen it all.
You got correct me if I'm wrong. I ain't seen that shit all year. I'm like, this
Nah,
nigga look like
what's
Clinton
his
Pellis.
name? Mylock or something like that.
Yeah, my log. I'm like, he look like Clinton Pellis to me. I'm cool. I don't know what the fuck. I'm like,
I ain't see
show
that
me
shit
show
all
me where the fuck he gonna be top 8 at.
They
Even
said they said
defensively, he's
they
not that
said
strong.
well that's what they hanging their hat on is that he gonna be the next dominant shot blocker.
2-5. What have you seen?
I mean, I seen a dude that if it wasn't about the money, I would tell him go back to school.
Yo, 100%. He need another year.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, he's still talented. I think they, going off
So
projections, but he need another year
so
for
so
sure.
so that's an interesting twist. I wasn't even trying to go here, but now that you say that, if you're Cooper Flag, do you milk it a little bit because you about to be the #1 draft pick?
Yeah, I would.
Bro, Washington. Well, I know y'all seen the meme, bro. Washington was like, bro, we gonna be ass next year. We can do this all day, bro. You can stay another year if you want to. We gonna be sorry again.
So I missed that one.
Hey,
I know they were saying like Cooper may return. I didn't know they said that though. That's crazy.
Like, bro,
no,
we
no,
gonna be
that's just me
sorry
asking a
again.
question. That's just me asking a question. But
No,
no,
but
like,
it's been out there though that he may return.
hey, Washington looking at Cooper Flag like I like you and I want you. We could
Come
do
on
this the
now.
easy way or the hard
Oh,
way.
wait. We're gonna draft your ass.
You can go back if you want to, bro. We gonna be waiting for you next year too.
You know
We
what I'm
still got
saying?
Jordan Poole
Like,
and Marcus Smart. We gonna be good.
don't make us trade you for Kevin Durant. We'll do that too.
We a match made in heaven.
Pick up Durant. Oh, that'd be crazy, though. But they definitely got the assets.
Yeah, bro.
They probably unload their whole team to get #1 pick if they don't get in the draft
Oh my God,
outright.
Flag
Hey,
MVP.
did y'all see that? Did y'all see that Utah got fined $100,000 for load management?
Who they
Who
loading?
really?
Laurie,
Who they loading?
Laurie marketing.
Oh, they wilding, yo.
Bro, we can
Marketing
trade
has
Yeah,
me
KP
some
for Laurie
innocent
marketing right
scratches
now.
lately too. You said what now?
I trade KP for Laurie marketing right now. KP and
KP?
KP and Captain Drew for Laurie marketing right now.
no, you
Okay.
wouldn't.
I would.
Okay. You making a grave mistake.
You better stop that bullshit, Cups.
Yeah,
Bruh, he can
literally.
put,
Trust me,
bro.
he was on
He's
the
like a
Bulls.
baby bonus.
Man, he's soft as
Because
hell. I'm
what do
telling
I
you.
always tell you? What do I always tell you? Because you
And he
only
on a bad
looking at
team.
offense.
He's soft as
Bro,
shit,
we
man.
can have, bro. If we talk about KP though,
At least KP got he at least block shots. He don't do shit. He's like Anthony Lynn out there, bro. Please see y'all seen Anthony Lynn out there.
he like
I mean
Anthony Lynn.
Alex
That's
Lynn, Alex Lynn.
crazy.
Please tell me y'all see Alex Lynn getting fucked up. I
No,
want to bring
Y'all
that shit up
wild,
yesterday.
man.
do y'all think that before we get out of here, do y'all think that Scary Terry is gonna beat these
No,
allegations that Jacob Martin
no,
beat? Ain't that boy brother
bro.
named Jacob Martin that got caught up with the other jump?
Yeah, Porter.
Jacob Porter.
Yeah, John Tate Porter. Yeah.
Dante
Jonte
Porter.
Porter. Yeah.
No, I think he been cheating the whole time. Even when he was with Charlotte, I think he was doing that shit. Like
Nah.
as a better, bro, he been wilding, bro. Like you got to think he's a volume guy. Like he was known to be a big volume guy. In certain
Yeah.
games, he don't even shoot the ball no more. He be having a bunch of turnovers and shit. You like, what the fuck is Terry doing? Like
Yo.
he was instant offense at one point. Now it's like he may shoot the ball 4 times in the game. Something's not right.
Terry Rozier about to be the real life Shawshank Redemption.
For real though.
You ready to be real life longest yard out this bitch. Paul
You
Drew out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But
better be
yeah,
that
man.
fighting for his life, bro. He tripping. I mean, I don't get it. unless the mob on his
I
ass or
know.
something. Man.
You
You
know,
just never know.
and
I know the mob is alive and well for sure.
and
Just to
I
go back.
told y'all a couple of weeks ago that De'Aaron Fox was going to shut it down too.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
the fourth
Crazy,
quarter. It's the
crazy.
fourth quarter. Hey,
I mean, if
Spurs.
Wimby
The
ain't
Spurs
there,
is
I ain't
still
playing
down.
either. Well, Wimby,
So,
any update on
oh, go
Wimby?
ahead. What's the
Any update on Wimby? Have
No,
they,
no, I
as
haven't
far as
heard
medical?
anything.
Yeah, me either. That shit's like the Chris Bosh shit, some Chris Bosh type,
yeah, the blood clots, man. Them
blood shit. I'm like,
niggas
that's like,
crazy.
damn, man,
I
that
mean,
shit
the good
crazy.
news is that from what I was reading, the player that might have had the closest to what he's going through is Bi, and he came back.
Okay, cool. I ain't seen them play with the Raptors all season. Have y'all?
No, he's still hurt.
That's what I
I
thought. I'm
forgot
like, I'm
this
not
nigga
tripping.
was a Raptor gang.
I don't watch Raptors a couple times looking to see. I'm like, what the fuck is Bi at? Like, they didn't even run
Bi,
the
Yo,
NBA at all.
RJ, Grady. Okay, they might be building a little something out there in Germany.
no, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Like,
Scotty,
like they
Brady
got
here
to
too.
trade
yeah,
RJ
Wings
Barrett at
out the
this point.
wazoo.
No, they got to trade RJ Barrett because I can't imagine him and Bi on the same floor fighting for shots.
Come on, man, that shit gonna look stupid. And both of
Big
their games
Grady
are
just
slow
waiting
as
in the
hell,
wings,
bro.
like
And they
like
both beefy.
remember when y'all thought Pickens and DK was going to fight over that number? Like, that's these dudes.
Bruh, 4 is gonna be
Four though.
so ugly, bro. On this nigga DK,
He
bro.
gonna look stupid with the four. I ain't gonna hold it.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
He
11 would
should
have been
be
so much harder, bro.
he should be number 0 because he ain't done shit in the playoffs.
See,
Oh,
that shit would have been sweet
oh.
too.
I mean, you gonna do shit
Yeah.
when Gino throw you the ball?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I see I see DeAndre Hopkins get off with Tom Savage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yo, DeAndre
yeah.
Hopkins is a different breed. He got up with a whole lot of bums. You look up like, how the fuck is he making this catch? Shane
I know.
Rosenfeld and shit like that. You be like, this nigga's different.
Sage
He get over making one
Rosenfeld,
handed,
God.
making one handed. You like, what the fuck? How D Hopkins? You know that's why I'm with you too. I like production, bro. If you one of those ones, man, it's an NFL quarterback still. If you get wide open, he can throw you the ball at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get open, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
But
I'm saying?
Make a
That's
play
all
for
I'm
your guy.
saying, bro.
Make a
just
play
to
for your
double
guy.
back real quick. Oh, what you saying, Mike?
Now just make a play for your guy. Like shit, man. You gotta work harder. Get open. These
No,
guys be
I feel
loafing
that.
and shit. Oh, we ain't got the starter in. All right, nigga, go make a play.
So to
Shit.
double back
You
what Two
still
Five
moving that
was
nigga?
saying, man, I am excited to see. Well, I wish I could see. I would rather see Lakers and OKC than OKC and the Nuggets because I just want to see LeBron go against the young niggas and feel like, all right, I'm still ready to take this game over. And it's like a marquee matchup. Like it's not a middle of the week, Joan. It's prime time. Like this the only series people watching. Like big, like the brightest stage. Like and we get to see if Luca can really because now he Luca was looked at as the person that Shea was. It's like, bro, what can't he do? Like 30s, average of 30, like he should be MVP. Like now it's his year, you know what I'm saying, to finally make it happen. Then he makes the finals, and now it's still like, oh well, Shea's still the best player in the league. So I definitely want to see Luca see if he get his redemption tour.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I said before. I think that the Lakers they're gonna duck the Nuggets. I think just by seeding alone. I think that's what people don't realize. Like the whole LeBron going out. You know, I feel like why I feel like he out. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. He out. He gonna come back mysteriously ready for the playoffs, and they're gonna duck the Nuggets. That's how they're gonna get to OKC. Because I don't think any other team can beat them with Luca, with the way Reeves is playing, the way
Mhm.
even Gabe Vincent's playing better. You know what I'm saying? So if they can just
Hey,
get what's called them to get healthy, Jackson Hayes, as far as the center, if he can stay healthy, they're gonna be all right.
I buried them a little bit earlier this season, but Minnesota's starting to look good again.
Okay. Are they playing your boys
Mm.
still? Dillingham. I
Yeah,
haven't caught this.
they've been playing them, but still not enough that I want to see. But they're 11-0 in the last 11 games that Julius Randle's played.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
can't be shitting
That's
on
a good
Julius
step.
Randle right
Good step.
now.
I know,
Oh
man. I
my
owe that man
god.
an apology, bro.
No, it's still jeans in me. I don't care. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
nigga
yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
jeans.
I'm gonna hold on. Like, do it in the playoffs.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts.
Yeah,
saying?
that's what we need to switch it to. Yeah, we need to move the goalposts on that one. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he can get a salute though. He can get a salute, but I'm not. Nah, I ain't sold yet. I want to see that shit in the playoffs for sure.
No, for
Yeah.
sure.
But back to Mike's point about Milwaukee, right? Like, there's a lot of series that the Bucks could play that they're going to have the best two players on the floor.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So there's that.
Mhm.
I just don't trust Doc Rivers, and you know what I mean.
Mm.
I don't trust Kuzma right now. You know, Brooke
Yeah, I'm a
Lopez is
good
showing his
yesterday.
age.
He is. I watched him yesterday. I was like, I thought they're gonna miss
Yeah.
Bobby Portis, bro. They're gonna miss Bobby.
So, but
Is he
this
coming
is
back this year or no?
yeah. He'll be back with like 2 or 3 games left in the season
Okay, cool. Yeah,
because he
they're
got
gonna need him.
25 games.
Yeah, they're gonna need him for sure.
But here's the question. Here's the question. I haven't looked at the standings this morning, but when I looked yesterday, Milwaukee, Indiana, and Detroit were basically all tied for the 4th seed. So if you're Milwaukee, would you want to play Indiana, Detroit, or if you fell to 6, would you be okay with playing the Knicks?
The Knicks.
You said if I was Milwaukee,
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
were Milwaukee.
they probably rather play Indiana for no cap. I'm not playing
Yeah.
Indiana.
I would think Detroit just because of their lack of experience.
I was about to say I play the Pistons for sure, and I got Giannis. Bro, I'm not worried about Isaiah Stewart, bro.
Hey,
I
But
was
Isaiah
you
like,
worry
Stewart,
about but you really worry about Halliburton and Siakam.
hey,
I'm
Halliburton been
definitely not
playing
worried
well
about
over
him.
the last month or
yeah,
so. Like,
and Siakam has too.
yeah, don't forget he hit that 4-point play to beat Milwaukee the other night.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
wouldn't
do
want to
remember
fuck
that
with
joint
him,
when
man.
Milwaukee was wearing
I'm not
blue. I
going,
do remember that
bro.
joint.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
telling you,
Trey
I'm
Young.
going to
Cubs would
play.
have posted about it for 2 days straight.
I mean,
I'm
Ice Trey
going to
still had a
play.
40-point, 15 assist jump the other night too. So what we talking about?
He did.
Real. Yeah, I will go play the Knicks though because again, they have no defense at all, bro. I'm pressing the shoes you're starting. Like, come on, like you're not giving Cat no breaks. Again,
Yeah,
I don't trust him.
you get Brunson coming
So
off an injury.
off the injury, yeah. So I mean, to me, that's the team I probably would be targeting. Like, yeah, we want to play them. Get them niggas
So
off out here.
do you think Detroit could win a series?
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
I do. I mean, again, my belief. When you start seeing the pieces come together, you start seeing they got that veteran presence. If you haven't watched the Pistons like Shaq has it all year, you would see that offensively, bro, they score, they get up and down. Like you get Beasley going. Like Beasley, he been hitting at least 3 or 4 threes a game.
Hmm.
Cade just had 30
Come on
something
now.
last night. You know what I'm saying? He shot poorly last night, but he was balling. Like you had to stop that guy. He wasn't the one I feel like will go over 42. Like I don't think he has
Hmm.
a limit on his shit. Like the longer the game gonna go, he gonna even they lost to the 2 Winners last night. Still don't know how they came back and won.
Sir,
That shit was
Come on now.
insane,
you
insane.
know what I'm
But
saying? Asar Thompson might be one of the best defenders in the league.
that too, and you got what's the other kid? Durant, Jalen
Oh,
Duran.
Jalen Durant. Yeah.
Yeah. He was balling last night too. So like, I would want to fool with them young boys. I really wouldn't, because you
I
got
think
again,
that
they might
I
give
think
you a
they're young
stinker.
enough that they'll give the Knicks trouble.
Yeah, I think that anybody they play, they don't give trouble. Anybody they play.
So
And I ain't even named Tim Hardaway
where
Jr.
does
or
the
Justin
competition
Bryant.
stop in the East? You think the Pistons at 6?
Yeah, I think my Bulls will be a
Uh,
tough out on the low.
yeah.
Because right now,
Um,
Cavaliers, Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, Pacers, Pistons, Hawks, Magic, Heat, and Bulls at the 10.
In the 10, yeah. I think again, I'm telling you, I think my Bulls would give not Boston, because I know we had to probably had to play y'all though. Damn shit. Never mind. I rescind that. I rescind that. I rescind that.
and
maybe
you
No,
see
no, I
Buzelas
ain't,
get
I ain't
up.
accept the challenge though.
You
yeah,
saw
I
Buzelas
think
get up last night.
bruh, come on now. Man, when Giddy come back again, Trey Jones played well last night. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Kobe White finally woke his ass back up. So I mean, to me, I think we got a lot of talent on this team. That's what I like about this team. But if when Josh Giddy come back, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be. I think we probably might beat whoever we play in the play-in. I think maybe those 2 games. But yeah, we play Boston. We probably gonna get smoked. That's a good.
Oh. So with that being said, going off of some of the stuff you were saying earlier, do you think the Bulls will make Cleveland sweat a little bit?
Kobe White,
Nah,
Josh
I don't
Giddey.
know. I don't. We don't got no defense, man. And like I think Mitchell would attack us every time we played them. Actually,
Patrick
anybody would
Williams.
play. Patrick ain't be playing.
Oh, he hurt for the year, ain't he?
Yeah, he ain't playing. Done.
Yeah, I mean, even when he play, he don't play.
He don't play. So like we got Zach Collins now. We probably get what's the kid that I think had the glasses and shit? He played for Smith.
Jalen Smith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smith. He'll probably come back mid-season. Vucevic don't play no defense at all. So like we have to get him off him, move him immediately. But our guard players is upset. We got THT coming out the pine. We still got Bazelis, our rookie. Giddy been playing hella ball, like almost averaging a triple double. I've always said he was like a poor man's Luka to me.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
just about to say that.
he literally, bro. Like if you watch him play, his game is so fluent. Like he's starting to really shoot the ball at a high level too. As far as 3 pointers. At one point, he wouldn't shoot at all. I think he realized like I got to shoot the ball in order for us to win, or either Coach Donovan is telling him that shit. Because nigga, before then, him and Kobe, I don't know what they were doing. They just been in the backcourt looking around. But we got pieces though. We got guys. I think the couple trades we did make, I think we got robbed on. Trading Levine and trading DeMar. Like we didn't get shit back in return. But
right.
hey, you see, I think we're on a couple guys away from just kind of completing to be a solid team to make a run. We just need try to get one of those stars, man, to pair with Vazelis and a Giddy.
So you
and
see what you done did now, right?
What's up?
Y'all about to get Mylock.
Shit, I don't want that nigga. I'm cool. And we do pick 8th too. That's crazy. And we stay in the 10th spot. We will pick 8th in the lottery still. So I mean, I don't want that nigga at all. I'm not impressed. I think he should go back to school for sure. Yeah, I mean, he's worse than probably most centers that we've had. Like he's worse than Okafor. He's worse than a Marvin Bagley. He's not even on their level.
Damn.
I wouldn't even consider him, as a Duke, fan. I'm like, nigga, hell no. He must be out there dominating.
Right, so,
I haven't seen it all year.
Speaking of Duke, before we get out of here, man, final remarks, fellas. What's the outcome going to be in Chapel Hill tonight? Or is it at Duke?
I don't know. Where is it? It's in. Should it be what, North Carolina? Or I don't think it's actually in anybody home jump. I think it's actually in the tournament jump.
All right.
I want to say it's at Barclays.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, again, I got my Doogies coming out victorious. I think if we had to just trap RJ Davis.
It's at the Spectrum Center in Charlotte.
Yeah, I think we had to trap RJ. We had to get the ball out of his hand. And I think we haven't showed them that yet. I think they haven't really seen us play defense. Well, we got 3 guards that really can get locked down. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm hyped. My other cousin was at the game.
Records?
Well, my little cousin, they were at the game last game against Georgia. Was it Georgia Tech?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were at that game and shit. I was like, damn, I wish I could have been there. That shit was crazy.
What's the score going to be, Cowboy Mike?
I got it probably going like 90 to maybe like 70. That's a complete blowout. Maybe 75. I'll give him that. Yeah, I think it's a big clean blowout. Easy money. Them niggas up out of here.
I'm honestly thinking it's going to be a little, like, I don't know. I'm thinking like 87 to 80.
We ain't played our best game yet.
But definitely high scoring. And unfortunately, I know you didn't ask me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Unfortunately, Bama going to put 90 on Kentucky tonight.
Ooh.
That's tough.
Lord. What's the spread to cover? I might put me a ticket in tonight.
Let me see real quick.
I think I got a little time. In between, I got a little time before I go in there, jump. So y'all be having some favorable spreads. I'm like,
well, first of all, the crazy part is the over under is 179.5.
Yeah, high scoring. Yeah, let's be high.
So that's first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that tells you right there, Bama. We just don't match up with them. Like it's just certain teams that you see and you're just like, but it's Bama by 6.5.
That's it. Tough. Yeah, I'm not picking up to cover that. Hell no.
I'm not picking up that.
No.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, Bama, like they just got our number, man.
You think they're gonna? You think it'll be
Michigan,
like
Oregon
that
playing
bad
right
though?
now. Ole Miss and Auburn playing right now.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good one too because now that Cooper Flag is hurt, Auburn's probably going to get the #1 overall seed now.
Yeah, probably so. Probably so.
But VCU on too. You know what I'm saying? They about to win.
Okay,
Shout
8-10.
out to the motherfucking
Yeah, they up by
Shout out to the
13.
Rams,
Shout out to
man.
VCU. Shout out to
Yeah,
Shout
they
VCU
up
out to
by
the
Rams.
13 with
Rams,
a minute
man.
10
I
left.
haven't watched the Rams. I haven't watched our Rams all year though. To be honest with you,
I haven't either. I'm so sorry.
I haven't had
I'm so
time.
sorry,
Michael.
Ram Nation. Ram Nation. I'm
I ain't
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
gonna, I
still
ain't
Ram
gonna
Nation. I
lie
still,
to
got, I
you.
still got the hat in the cut.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I need a whole lot of chaos so North Carolina don't make the tournament.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to make the tournament either. Even though Hubert got his 100 win, his bitch ass. I want that.
So
I want him to fire that personally.
Nah,
yeah,
you want
so
him to stay.
Now I want him to be fired because I don't think they can find a coach better than him.
Oh, you went the other way. I thought you was going the other way.
Oh no, I think he was a good coach. I don't want his ass there.
oh no, 2-5. I really got you this time. This how we gonna end this one. This how we gonna end this one.
You gotta be. You know how egotistical you gotta be. You know how insufferable you gotta be to take an Indiana program from nothing to its first 10-win season ever to the college football playoff and still come across as an unlikable douchebag actor. That should have been the underdog story of the year. Should have been incredible. But instead, he's out there saying, well, we beat top 25 programs around here. No, you didn't. You didn't fucking play any. Well, we only lost to Ohio State by 15. We only lost Notre Dame by 10. Yeah, it was 27-3 with 30 seconds left, and Notre Dame starters over there hugging when you score 2 late touchdowns that don't matter. Everything about Indiana built on a preposterous schedule that was forced upon us by an expanded Big Ten. He just slipped through the cracks and scooped out wins they didn't really win 11 games. They just happened to be the team that got that schedule. And Cincinnati acted like he was Newt Rogney and Vince Lombardi born again. Fuck out of here. This insufferable fucking douchebag. He forgot one of the main ones. What? Yes. Yeah, all of it. All of it.
Google me.
When he gets the mic at the basketball game, he says, fuck Michigan, fuck Ohio State. That should all be laughable. But he's just, he got handed a schedule that anybody would have gone to the playoff. He acts like he did it. He was shit.
Nah,
That's gotta be Brandon Walker, right?
he crashed out
From
tremendously.
Barstool.
Yeah, B
Damn.
Walker. Yeah.
Damn, dogs.
I mean, he's not wrong, but I don't care.
I thought Kirk was your guy though.
No, but I mean, he is my guy, but I still got to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I like it. But I like it though. You know what I mean? I like we always talk about how sports are missing personalities, and especially at a school like Indiana, man. Like, let my man cook. He took a team full of James Madison players to the playoffs.
Let's see what this year's schedule will look like. Let's see the result. Let's play the result on this one.
Yeah, man. And my thing is, he got a track record of doing this shit. It's not like the first time he's done it. He turned the wrong program. So talk your shit. It don't matter about the schedule. This program was shit. That's why I understand about the Dion shit. You motherfuckers was trash before I got here. You should be kissing my fucking feet. God damn it. I want no back talk from y'all asses here.
No, I mean that is real shit though. Shout out to the Hoosiers, man. Shout out to the Hoosiers.
We on the map now. They back there. They probably be. They probably won't be ranked though. But you know they're in the mix now. They okay. We want to see what y'all made of now. You wasn't getting that type of publicity before I got here. So yeah, I'm talking my shit.
If UCF and Mizzou couldn't get the love, man, I don't think they're gonna get the love.
No, they'll get the love because they're in the Big Ten. They just got to beat somebody.
Yeah, that too.
I feel you. So
I bet recruits got better this year. I know for a fact. The recruits probably got better. Like you said, probably took a bunch of James Madison
probably
guys.
got better. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, who knows?
So with all that being said, man, oh, how do y'all feel the Huskers, the Corn Huskers, are going to be Matt Rule's second year? Would this be a prime year for Mafoney?
Well, I think it's his third year, right?
Yeah, third year.
Yeah.
You said McFarlane. You said McFarlane.
I like
Hey,
the
they
I
said
like
Mahomes,
the
they said
name
that he
though.
went
The
and
name
got
is
his hair
hilarious.
cut too, just like Patrick Mahomes.
Stop playing, bro.
He
the
did, bro.
Mohawk and everything, bro.
That
He
nigga
do he
insane,
he
bro.
do act like he's Mahomes.
Is he a top quarterback in college football?
No,
No,
Mm.
no. I watched him like that last year. No, I thought he was at one point.
Is he better than Spencer Rattler?
no.
Ravioli don't even throw the
Mm.
ball that much.
And yeah, for somebody who wants to like, you know what I'm saying, emulate Mahomes, like, they really don't even have a pass like a pass heavy offense.
Not really.
No, I think that he came in with some hype, and he played well to start the season, but then he couldn't sustain it. So, we'll see. I don't have high hopes for Nebraska this year. They lost their defensive coordinator as well, so to
Ooh.
Florida State on the way.
Okay.
So, I'm not sure. Like year three is usually when Matt Rule's teams take off.
Mhm.
So, so maybe like a 8-4. Maybe they could do that.
Okay.
Tuva, let me ask you real quick. Who gonna be your quarterback this year?
For Florida State,
Yeah.
we got Thomas Castellanos from Boston College.
Okay. Okay.
Castellano,
I
that's a black dude,
heard
ain't it?
of Barcelona before, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, we got
Castellano, that's a black dude, ain't it?
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
okay, yeah, yeah. I think I have. I
yeah,
have seen
he
it.
killed us. He
Yeah,
killed us 2 years ago. They
yeah.
just didn't
I
have
know.
the
I knew
name
his
to
name
put it
sounded
away.
familiar. Okay, I just was curious.
Big dog, for sure.
Yeah,
Shout out to him. And shout out to Boston College. Shout out to Billy O for shipping him down south. You know what I'm saying? Letting the real nigga Mike Norvell get his hands on him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
facts. I still like Mike Norvell. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
yeah, I like him too. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that window.
Yeah, especially at
Yeah.
Florida State, bro. It's a cooker.
So
You got to
so
win.
what is Bill Belichick gonna do in his first tenure as a Tar Heel?
I don't
It's a
know. I
great
think you
question.
need to ask his girlfriend before you ask us.
Yeah. She holding all the cards right now.
I'm like,
You
who
feel
is
me?
she, bro? She got a famous father, a famous uncle, or something. Like, bro, come on, I'm not
She
emailing
wear a
you.
size
Well,
10. I'm telling you right
you seen
now.
Get
that
the fuck
report,
out of
right?
here.
They were talking about how he's making everybody CC her on the emails.
Yeah, I'm not
Crying.
emailing you.
I'm dead. So she can reference them Jones.
Yeah, she gonna
Cross
have y'all
reference
caught up
them.
in some shit. Yeah, I'm cool. I text that nigga Bill. Everything I gotta ask him. Fuck that.
So yeah, fellas, man.
For
Man, we done reached that goddamn 1 hour 18 minute here hot box, man. In the lunchbox, we appreciate everybody who came through in this motherfucker to smoke with us, have lunch with us real quick, man. You already know I had the dogs and the usual suspects. He goes by many names, but we just call him the one Mike, Cowboy Mike, Dakota Mike, DJ Mike P on the ones and the twos. You already know I have my dog Bleed Blue for the shoe, Nap Nation, what it do, Kid and Play, Jake Lethal in the motherfucking building. And you know I had my dog. I just want my movement like Lara Davis.
That's
One
right.
half of sports reports as ordered 2-5. Mike Will, live from the HR department. You already know. You know what I'm
real. In the back closet, podding and shit. Putting on
saying?
for cussing again. You dig?
Yeah,
You
dog.
know
So
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man. We might be back tonight for the motherfucking Friday Smoke Fest, man. Y'all already know, same time,
Yeah, I
same
will see
place,
y'all
7
in
p.m.
2 weeks.
Bow
Man, shout
wow.
out to
Yeah,
25, man. Safe travels, man, for
for
sure.
sure.
Hell yeah, safe travels, man. So yeah, again, catch us tonight, Friday's Fest, same time, same place, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We letting the windows down. We letting the smoke out, man.
Fuck
Smoke with
Aaron
us next
Rodgers.
time. Oh, and above all else, fuck Aaron
Fuck
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hell yeah.
Yup.
Yo, shout out to
Yup.
Lethal too for keeping the names going. He kicking y'all ass on that shit.
Hell yeah, no, for sure he is. Hell yeah, he definitely keeping the
Oh, I
name.
ain't
Hell
I've
even
yeah.
laughed
know.
at every
I'll
last one
start
of them
making
shits
up some
too.
stuff too.
No, and I'm at 255 though fell in love with the movement like Larry Davis, bro. That's definitely his mode.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm saying? For sure.
You know, hell
Big
yeah.
You know what
facts.
I'm saying? I guess I'm
Shout
gonna
out to
have to make
Pluto.
up some names too.
Nah, keep
Yeah, I
that
said the
jump. You know
same
what I'm
thing.
saying? You gotta rep the Pluto Nation. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
Pluto Nation.
Hell
Pluto.
yeah, nah. But yeah,